What's going on, guys? It's Bandholz with Beardbrand Alliance, and in today's video, I'm going to talk about why you should make traveling a priority. As a kid, I remember playing in my attic and going through my dad's boxes and finding postcards from his travels when he was sailing around Europe with the Navy. Those pictures inspired me at a very early age to want to do the same for myself one day. But it wasn't until later in my 20s that I got that opportunity. Ironically enough, it was with the Marine Corps. I got the opportunity to deploy to Sicily, and I had opportunities there to travel around Europe. And I definitely caught the travel bug. And I was amazed at what happened from that. It wasn't just fun, but there were also things that I experienced that helped me to grow as a person. So what I'm going to talk about are with those things that I learned during that time, and hopefully you'll go ahead and try to make this a priority for you to do yourself. Number one, traveling will challenge you. You'll experience situations that'll put you outside of your comfort zone. You'll learn a lot about yourself and the people that you're traveling with, just based off of how you react to the situations and how they react to those situations. You'll learn to be patient and be comfortable with uncertainty and setbacks. And the more you do it, the more you'll become comfortable with dealing with those issues as they arise. 2, traveling changes your perspective. It's very easy to see the world from an ethnocentric point of view. That just means that you see the world based off of where you're from. So, take for example, I'm from the East Coast. I'm used to people talking fast. I'm used to quick service, things happening right away. When I first moved down to North Carolina with the Marine Corps, I was taken aback at how slow the pace of life was down there. And I got very impatient. I was very frustrated. It didn't make sense to me. But after experiencing life down there, I started to understand their mentality a little bit more, and that helped me to take a step back and actually appreciate their way of life. Same thing happens all over the world. When you're traveling, you'll experience those frustrations, but as you sit back and you're open and you allow yourself to observe what's going on, you can actually appreciate life that they're living. You'll also meet people and get to talk to them about their experiences, about how they grew up, and it'll help to add to your perspective of the world in general, which will just end up making you a better person in the end. You'll have a better understanding for cultures and how to deal with people from all walks of life. 3, traveling helps you be more appreciative. Several of the countries that I've been to around the world, they won't have things like air conditioning or hot water or a simple thing like washcloths. So after going through your travels and then coming back home, you're more appreciative of the things that you take for granted just because you're used to having them, using them every single day. 4, traveling exposes you to new experiences. There's so many things that I've done on my trips that I never would have thought of that I've done in a million years. My boss at my job, he always told me about Thailand, and he always said I had to go visit and experience life down there, the food, the beaches. So I took his recommendation and I went to Thailand. He suggested that I go scuba diving. I'm a great swimmer, but I do have a fear of what's in the water. I don't like to see what's around me. I just like to pretend that it doesn't exist. So I took him up on it. I went to Thailand, went to the dive shop he suggested, and then I went out and I went scuba diving for the very first time. And wow, it was incredible. And now it's something that I love doing, and I'm looking for other places to go where I can have that experience. Another trip I went on, I went to Norway, Tromsø, Norway, and I got to chase the Northern Lights and go dog sledding. And that was another just amazing experience. Again, never thought I would do that, but it's really cool to do those things that you never thought you would do before, and just to see the growth that comes with it. And now you have these experiences that you'll have for the rest of your life, and you'll have tons of stories to tell. And that leads me to my next point, which is traveling makes you a more interesting person. As you go around the world and you collect these experiences, now you have more to talk about, and people are more interested in hearing what you have to say. It's also a great way to make connections with others who have had those similar experiences. And now you can trade stories and find out other places that you might enjoy traveling. 5, we've all seen the Berzinsky commercial with the most interesting man in the world. How this guy traveled all around the world collecting all these amazing experiences, and everybody wants to meet him and talk to him. The same thing will happen with you as you collect these experiences, and you meet with people. They'll be drawn to you because of the stories that you'll have to tell, and you'll be able to make connections with other people who have had similar experiences, and trade stories and learn about other places that you might want to visit as well. One of the biggest barriers, I think, in most people's mind when it comes to travel is the cost. It was something that I always thought about, and thought that I would never be able to afford some of the vacations that I saw some of my friends going on, or just on the internet. But that's just a mental block that I placed for myself. There are so many options for finding deals and cheap airfare to go to all these different locations. You just first have to make it a priority and make it one of your goals and work towards it. It's not something you have to do all the time. Make a list of all the places that you want to go, and then if it's once a year, it's once a year. If it's twice a year, it's twice a year. But make a goal and put some money away and work to getting to those places. And the more you travel, the more you'll find ways to save money. There's several blogs out there you can check out to see how not to break the bank and still have an amazing experience. So I really encourage you to do that. Make a list of the countries and experiences that you would like to have, and work at getting them, because it will enrich your life. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or want some suggestions on travel tips or where to go, feel free to leave a message for me down below, and I'll talk to you then. Until next time, guys, take it easy.
Stop. Before you watch the next video, let me tell you, you are worth it. And what do I mean by that? I mean that you deserve to invest in yourself. You deserve to pamper yourself. You deserve to take care of your skin, your hair, your beard, and Beardbrand has your back with products, not just for your hair, your beard, and your skin, but also for your mind.